Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'm here today with another folio. This time we are going to be using the Dollar Tree coin envelopes. They're 2 and 2, 2.24 by 3.5, so roughly 2 1/4 by 3.5. If you want to make your own envelopes instead of buying them, but for convenience, I bought them. Here is the little mini. It is super cute. It's a little thick. I made my belly band too tight. I didn't take into account that we got to add pictures, but that's okay. So each page is a pocket. So you have a little tag in there. I just did a little rectangle with a circle. And then here we go. We added flaps so we can do some journaling. We can add pictures, or you can just enjoy your pretty paper. There we go. Put little hidden messages there if you want to. If you want to use your 2x3 pictures, you don't even have to mat your base pages or your envelopes, because it will, your picture will cover that envelope. I would just mat the little flips and flaps. And again, each envelope has a pull-out. There's the back. Alright, so mine is, like I said, I made the belly band before I added the white paper, so my belly band is a little too tight. That's okay. So we're going to pull out four envelopes. Okay. And I'm going to make, for this one, I'm going to make my flaps red because I'm going to be using Christmas paper. I'm going to be making some of these for Christmas, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull it out now. And this one I'm going to make a little bit different than my sample, because I think this way is going to be a little bit better. My sample, I stuffed all of the flaps into an envelope, and it kind of made it bulky just a little bit. And so, we're going to do it this way. What I'm going to do is, for the first one, we're going to have this open, and we are going to glue this one piece inside the envelope. Just kind of line it up. You want to make sure that it's lined up really with the end, so they're all the same length. And then tuck it in. I promise you it's not this complicated, but whenever I turn the camera on, I complicate everything. Okay. We're going to take this second one, and we're going to line it up where I want it to be folded. And we are going to glue this tab. So I'm putting glue on the outside, and we're going to glue that right on top of the next one. Making sure we line that up. Perfect. And then this last one, we are going to add glue to the inside, and we're going to go ahead and tuck that in to the one on the back, making sure it lines up here, and then go ahead and make that perfect. Press it in. And then I'm just going to take this last flap and I'm going to glue it closed right there. So it kind of binds everything together. Put it right on top. Okay. So now all of our pages are definitely tucked in on each other. we're good to go. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is this part's optional. If you want, you can glue your pocket shut on the inside. I don't know if it's absolutely necessary because I don't think anything's going to fall out, but all I did was just add a little tiny bit of glue just to kind of seal that pocket. Same thing with the next one. Just a little tiny bit of glue to seal it. It doesn't take that much. Towel. Okay. So I'm just making sure that was a little crooked in there. So if your papers are crooked, just force it with your bone folder to go straight. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Making sure all of my pockets are sealed. They are. And now what I'm going to do is take my paper trimmer and I'm going to cut off just a sliver off the end of these, just so they're all open on the bottom. I gotta glue that all the way because I didn't put glue all the way to the top. It's not landing where I want it to go. Oh, it will. It was too loose. Okay. All right, anyway. So I'm just taking off just the very ends out of all of them. I could have probably did all 4 of them at the same time. Okay. All right, so now all your pockets should have an opening. That's where you're going to go ahead and put your tags in there when we get to them. Okay, so for our flips and our flaps, we want 4 pieces, which measures 3 3/4 by 2 1/8. Measurements are in the description box. 3 3/4. And we are going to score it on the long side at 1/2 inch. Okay, so by 2 1/8. By 2 1/8. My paper trimmer blade does not like this paper. This was the same problem I was having in Ecuador with that paper, because my blade is just fine in any other paper, but this red, it's too fibrous or something, I don't know. Now I gotta cut all these raggedy bits off. Anyway, so you're gonna score it on the long side at 1/2 inch for all 4 pieces. I will cut the raggedy bits off in just a second. I need one more. Three 3/4 by 2 1/8, scored at 1/2 inch on the long side. And then you need 2 pieces that are 3 1/4 by 2 5/8. 1 3 5. 1 3 5. And that is scored on the short side at 1/2 inch. These are our horizontal pockets, or flips. Okay. And then you need your 4 tags, which are going to be 2 1/8 by 3 1/4. That was just barely, that's fine. Look at that, I used all scraps. What is it? 3 1/4 by 2 1/8. All right, so those are our tags that are going to go inside the pocket, so you can just kind of put those to the side so you don't lose them, or you can go ahead and put them in the pockets now. Doesn't matter. I'll wait because I got to cut all my raggedy bits. All right, so I cut all my raggedy bits. And what you're going to do is take your flaps in whatever order you would like your flaps to go. That's how you're going to put them in there. So, yes, I'm using glue. Normally I use tape, but I'm using glue today. So I'm just going to line it up and add this on there. And we're not worried about anything in here yet because we're going to cover this with our paper, our pretty paper. So this one, I'm going to have them flapping towards the same way because I didn't like the other book. I put them in the middle and I didn't like how that looked. Okay, and we're going to add this here, giving ourselves a border because I'm a border girl. If you don't want a border, cut your paper accordingly. Okay, and then this piece, I'm going to go ahead and do these flaps, one on the top and one on the bottom. So these are the horizontal flaps that I'm putting in the middle. And again, I'm giving a border on all 4 sides. And then this one, I'm going to make it so it's on the bottom. I think I just said that, but I don't know. Again, giving me a border. So now it flips open like this. Okay, last page. Oops. I do not know what just happened there. I went crazy with the glue. Again, border on all 4 sides. Make sure I don't get that glued in there. And last one. So the book is now done. It is ready for matting and stickers and whatnot. I didn't put any stickers in the other one, but I think this one I will add the stickers. I am going to go ahead and matte, just so you guys can kind of see the difference between the 2 albums. These ones are a little bit easier to put in than that one, because like I said, that one got too bulky when I put all those extra things in there. So let me go ahead and map this so you can see the final version. But your album's done. That's all it is. It's super fun, quick, easy way to use up your scraps. But let me mat. Alright, so this is how I matted this one. I made sure the belly band was super loose so that way when I add pictures or whatever, it'll still have enough room. And I just I didn't mat the flip, the top of the flaps, but I did go ahead and mat the inside so you can write a note. I just thought the red was super pretty. The red and tan is like my favorite combination, so I just left it. And then because I was using scraps, I didn't realize I didn't have enough to do everything, so I had to change it up and put this pattern in the back. I would have put it in the middle if I would have paid attention, but I didn't. Just put that on the back. I thought that was cute. Little reindeers on the front, which are hidden by the belly band, and I thought that was a cute little surprise. I mean, you can kind of see them peeping through. But yeah, I loved it. And then I did go ahead and fix the belly band on this one. I made it, you know, loose. It has plenty of room to add the pictures and whatnot. But yeah, these are super fun. A great way to use up your scraps. Great for craft fairs. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.